Good morning, Internet! Hello, friends of the model kits and models alike. Welcome to a new video on my channel here on Asher Models. I'm Mark, as you should know by now. I got something really neat today, and even in a huge box. And it's a first for me as well, because this kit contains my first ever pin connected track links. So it's a linked tracks, and yeah, each link is connected to the next one via some sort of wire or pin, what you would call it. So that's a novum for me. Excuse me. And yeah, but we'll have a look at that later. First off, we got the box, which is fairly huge. I mean, look at it. It's like 38 centimeters in the length, and yeah, 20 something, 27 in the width. So, whoa, yeah. And it is a kit from World War I. It's the first ever produced German tank, the A7V, and it is made by a company called Tauro Models, which is an Italian company. Never heard of them, never had a kit of them, but I know they have at least two different A7V kits. One, which is this one, which is a later model, but model isn't the right thing, because there were very few tanks built, I think 7 or so, and each and every tank was a little bit different to the others, with the pattern of the screws or things, or with the guns, or whatever. It was fairly different each and every time, because they were all handmade. This is not a Model T style factory thing. It is one of a kind each and every time. So this is what it makes it quite interesting. Aside from that these tanks and these kits became pretty popular, like, what is that, 5 years ago or so, when they released the computer game Battlefield 1, which is placed in during World War One, which featured prominently these tanks, the CA Schneider on France, FT-17 France tanks, the Char, the land ships, the Mark 1 to Mark 5, I think, from the Brits, and a few other lovely things. But yeah, so this caught my eye. I saw the kit, or this tank, made from Meng a while ago, but it's like 70 bucks, around 70 euros for the kit, which is quite expensive, at least for me. And then I found by chance that this a little bit older kit costs about half of it. So, well, I thought I'd give it a shot. So let's crack this box open and see what we got here. I prepared already. And the funny thing till the end is you already can see a little bit, but when we emptied the box, you'll see something that they made to cut the costs on the packaging, which is fun. But okay, well, we got a instruction booklet here that is, yeah, I don't know, weirdly printed. I would even say it looks a bit like, when you look at the pictures and stuff, a bit like home printed. But we'll have a closer look in a minute. And it contains the tracks, track links, some springs here, and the wire for connecting the little doobie-doobies. So, there we go with the plastic. A lot of gray plastic. Some parts came loose already, but okay, well, I mean, it didn't damage anything, so I guess we're good. We'll have a look at that later. I already opened it to check it out, but there's quite a lot of flesh, but not really that hard to cut off or whatever, using a knife or so here's something really neat. We'll go into that later too, because that is, yeah, well, you can already look at it, but yeah. And here's what I said, the kit, they cut the cost because they do use basically the top of another kit for the box of the one kit. So yeah, the inside, outside is nothing, but you know, that's funny. Yeah, okay, so let's get into it. So, here we are, fixed a little bit, and now we get to the instructions here. Well, yeah, there's a text in, I guess that's Italian, English, German, and French, maybe? Well, the translation is okay. Let's put it that way. There's some misspellings and stuff, but oh well. So, and we already see here the special marking for, there's my showy doobie. This kit, or this tank especially, which had the insignia of the Squad 5 or 5th Battalion, whatever you call it. And we have some technical specifications there, which, yeah, might be close, but not too close, because remember, every tank was different. So, yeah. So, next page. Woo! Here we already start here with some detailings on the kit and a part list, and it shows the sprues here in a, I'd say, hand-drawn pattern. But, well, it's okay. It's laid out and you see what you get and what you have. So, interesting on this instruction booklet is also that you have notes and written instructions for most of the parts on the side. So here you have written instructions in every language you had on the top side. And here we go with the instructions, which is fairly interesting because it is weirdly put, but you know, it's like ABC and then DE. It's all scrambled up, but I'll try to put it in the right. Yeah. So we start with the road wheels or the drive wheel, and the, if you want to call it that way, because the first tanks are fairly. Yeah. So here's the hull. We got the base plate for the compartment, a side plate, some interior, which is interesting that this fairly old kit has interior, which isn't really that common, and it is really neat to have. So this is obviously the last side. Then we go here with the. This is very funny. With the next steps here, which puts more interior, into even the, well, so to speak, second floor with the driver's compartment, ladders, side plate, and they were finishing the most of the hull there. Already putting in guns. Here again, the written directions, which are interesting, really. It's like you have here on number D, and it says basically just put the in-between deck in there, or what it says here in English. Let me look. Cement the floor of the driving place, both the side of the tank and to the engine sides. Cement the seaters. I guess they mean the seats. The steering gear and the control sticks. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Nice. On the next side, we have the main gun put together. The roof with the exhausts kind of thingies, but well, remember there were about 20 people in this tank in World War II, so it was loud. It was filled with people. It was filled with the exhaust gas with oil and grease smells, and basically it was a horrible, horrible place to be in there. And then beside that it was cramped with people and accessories and stuff. You already have to drive this and to fire, so being a combatant as well is like, holy moly. So, oh well. So next up we got the drivetrain here. Well, sort of. And we are on J. Let's look at J. K. There we go. It goes further. Wow. The next one we have here decides for where to put the running wheels later. And see the springs in here, and then all sorts of stuff. The left, the ports for like shooting ports, gun ports, whatever you want to call them. But well, you couldn't really shoot out there because there was no freaking space to put your gun somewhere inside. So yippee-ki-yay! And then we had the last stuff here. There we go. Jesus. We had the where we put the row wheels down here, and then we had the tracks to it. And the last pieces to put on there. And ta-da! We're done with the kit. But these instructions are really like hand painted, craftily made. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so in addition, we got a figure which I'm going to show you in a minute, and we got one single painting scheme, which is okay because everything was different. So yeah. We got some nice little decals here, well, which will follow. So, yeah, that's it for the instructions. So, well then, we'll have a look at the finely printed decals, which already been damaged on my side here a little bit. I guess they got a bit wet or so. So the entire thing says that there are, well, let me grab my knife here and cut it open, that there are laser printed. So it's more like a garage kit style. And these instructions here that come with it also state that you should cover them with a shot of gloss varnish before you use them to protect them. Okay, well, okay, but as it goes through the decals, they're not bad. The film is one complete piece, so you basically cut everything out of it by hand. But then again, it doesn't seem too bad. So yeah, nice. Something really different. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, that is, I have a special bonus for you in the end of the episode, which, yeah, comes fun. So let's get the plastic out here. I'll just take the spruce here on the side, and we start with this one here. And you already see the flesh here on the arms of the guy, and some here and some there, but nothing major, nothing really bad. You get some really bad injection marks here and there, but then again, let me show you a little bit closer. But then again, they are on the inside of the tank, so the outside looks fairly good, especially for an older kit from a very, very small manufacturer. He has a little bit more flesh and stuff, but nothing really bad. Some miscolorations, but well, will survive. It is okay, details are good. I mean, there's nothing much you can ask for. So that looks pretty okay. And then we have this sprue with the floor, which has a pattern on it here. I always forget what it's called, but yeah. We got the tab here, bathtub style hull, which even says front. Wait, you turn around. Front. Yeah. So all in all, the machine guns there, elevators, main gun, looks okay. It's not too bad. I have seen worse, way worse. But then, look at the details. They're good. They're fine. Here we go with a huge amount of wheels, running gear for the tank. Well, this is the way they made it back then. There are little tiny pieces of flesh here and there, but still nothing you can't deal with. The drive sprockets have a little bit of flesh, and here's a bit more flesh, and here's a bit more flesh. But I mean, like, I paid half of the amount I would have paid for a main kit, and it is, I think it's in the early 90s, which is okay, which is I'm totally fine with. I got what I paid for. We have here one piece that is well, got loose, but I guess that's the ammo box, and two of the seats here, which are very, very basic, but I don't plan to show it open. So here's another side piece with the discoloration of the plastic and some thing that can be filled, and that's fine then. Nothing bad. So let's get to the track Mania here, which I haven't had a look yet. So you see, I need the knife to cut them open. Let's see what we got here. We got the tracks, which are on a very rubbery kind of flexible stuff. I don't know if you can see that here, but there are holes drilled through. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And that is where the wire comes in, which is, well, I've read some reviews that said this is very flimsy wire, but no, it isn't. It is fairly stiff, and no, that's great. I'll just test it here. I don't know. I said you might have to drill it open, but even that doesn't appear on mine. See, it goes through. Well, we have a little sneaky peeky here and try out the things. I'll cut off 2 real quick. So we put them together how? I'll cut off some doobie here. So we have the 2 track links here, which are kind of not seem to like each other very much, but we'll get there. See, I don't give up that easy. I said, and then sorry that I can't show you, but this is really fiddly here. Really fiddly. Come on, you poopy head. There we go. Finally. So, there you see. Drag links together. Well, works. Cool. Yeah. Woo. Okay, so, and here are the springs. So, let's see how it goes. Okay, well, I'll put that back in the box all together. So, and there's a little bit of next instructions on the thing. Yeah. Bring 2 shirts at a time. Yeah. Whatever. Nice. So, in the end, this kit is pretty cool. It is nice to look at from the box kind of view, and it is not too badly molded. The accessories are pretty good. So yeah, me likeies a lotsies. So I'd say this is going to be a very good kit, but we shall see. And there comes the bonus now. I'm planning to, if the kit is going together well and looking good after I painted it, planning on doing a diorama, a World War I diorama, where this tank is in the middle of crossing a trench filled with soldiers. A bit more actiony like the cover here, but I've seen one World War I picture taken where one of those tanks did that, and I want to replicate that. So look forward to that. I'll put on a video when I'm done, if I'm doing it, but I'll for sure let you know what happens with this kit. This is the next kit I'm building, so it won't take too long. So nothing more I can say. If you liked it, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. If you didn't like it, do the same still. And yeah, that's it for today. So good fight, good night.